All right, welcome back, everybody.
Certainly some big news coming out of Minnesota earlier today. Let's start there with Fenton. Why now?
You know, my guess is really it's kind of death by 1,000 cuts, guys. You know, it's just every day it's been something.
The Minnesota Wild had a bit of a down year last year. That's how you get fired as a GM in this league.
So all of a sudden he basically put a hole right through it.
Billy Guerin is an excellent choice for the Minnesota Wild.
It is my honor to give one of the biggest honors you can get in the game of hockey to Jared Spurgeon. Captain.
Also really intrigued by the shirts that you produced for Dalabil Kirill, and I think maybe he should turn the tables.
He's my brother, or in Russian, bratishka.
So I was just like, he's just like, what the fuck? I want to be with best players, not shit players. Like, and he texted the whole, like, all the taxi squad guys on one text message. And I, like, interrupted, like.
For the first time, I believe we saw two identical contracts bought out on the exact same day. They were signed on the same day, they were bought out on the same day, and those are Parise and Suter from the Minnesota Wild.
So Bill Guerin's the one making the tough decisions, and I gotta say I admire the big brass ones, as Elliot Friedman put it.
In 23 months, he's traded Zucker, Eric Stahl, and Devin Dubnyk, and then he didn't bring back Mikko Koivu. And then now he's cut ties with Parise and Suter.
$9 million a year.
Now it's easy for me when I sign, and now I just want to play, and you know, it's like, and just hockey.
You guys know what this is all about, right? Right? What's it all about? Spurgey?
Hard work and having fun.
That. This is about winning.
All right. Billy G saves the Wild. Here we go. Franchise mode. NHL 22. It's about fucking winning. So if you can't tell by the fucking opening thing being Billy G. Alright. And we're being the Minnesota Wild. My hometown team, Minnesota Wild. Alright, so I was looking at this earlier, and look at Seattle Kraken. They're 88 overall. How? Look at the Coyotes. Poor Coyotes. Buffalo 83. Tampa 91. That's about all that stand out to me. Everything else pretty in the middle. We're 87 overall. Alright, so owner mode off, salary cap on, head coach edit lines off, fog of war off. I'm gonna leave player morale on just so it's a little more, maybe a little more interesting. That looks good to me. We're gonna use best. I made this earlier, so we're doing 20-minute periods because this is a simming game mode. So fantasy draft off. Franchise mode length 25, difficulty pro. That's in game, right? Yeah, I think that's in game difficulty, so let's leave that at pro. Salary cap on, trade difficulty medium. Waivers, I'm turning off. I fucking can't stand waivers. Fog of War off. I'm gonna keep auto staff management off. Gameplay sliders. Alright, so game speed, I'm gonna put to 2. We can maybe put it up, but I'm gonna keep it at 2 just to see if that makes it a little bit more realistic, I'd say. Injury occurrence, we're gonna turn down to 20. Because injuries on this game can get pretty out of hand. So I think that's about it. All right, let's get into her. All right, so first thing we're gonna do, let's do some roster moves, see if, all right, so let's go by position. Centers, we got Eck, Hartman, Rask, Bukestad, Goudreau, Pitlick, Sturm. So that's how many? 7. Left wing, we got Kaprizov, Fiala, Zuccarello, Greenway, Foligno, and Rao. And then no right wings. Okay, so defense, we got Spurgeon, Dumba, Brodin, Goligoski, Kulikov, Merle, and Mermis. Let's go back to centers. Any in the system? Okay, so Marco Rossi is a 70 overall, top 6 medium playmaker. Hopefully his face-offs get better with his durability when he gets better overalls, but Rossi is probably going to take at least one more year to get where he needs to be for the NHL. Left wings, Matt Boldy. So they didn't actually have Matt Boldy on this game for some reason, which is weird to me because he played in the the AHL last year. But he's like a bubble guy, so I made him, and I'll show you how I made him. So he is 73 overall. All his birthday and stuff like that is correct. I made him a top 6 playmaker, and those are all his stats, which I think is pretty fair. So that's Matt Boldy. He needs about a year in the AHL, I'd say. Brendan Duhaime, who actually made the Wild team right off the bat this year. Grinder. Might bring him up for the 4th line. Kalen Addison is 77 overall. He's a top 4 medium offensive defenseman. He is right on the bubble. I'm probably going to keep him in the AHL one more year. Goalies. Yeah, guess we didn't look at that. Okay, Talbot is 83. Kakinen is 83. He can go down right away. We don't need 3 goalies. Let's look at all these guys' trade values. Okay, so let's go by position again. Centers. So we got Eck. Rossi is number 2. Hartman. Who's this? Mason Shaw? Mason Shaw. Mason Shaw is a top 6 on this. He's 22, 71 overall playmaker. Face-offs are all right. Durability's not that great, but that's a guy we'll have to keep an eye on. Kavanagh. He is a top 6, 65 overall playmaker. Face-offs are fine. Durability's pretty good. That's a guy we're gonna have to keep an eye on too, because I really like the center playmaker is what I like on this game. Left wings. We have a lot of left wings. So Kaprizov, Fiala, Boldy, Adam Beckman. Top 6 medium, 69 overall. Sniper. Alright. His face-offs are pretty good too for a left wing. Does he have a second position? Nope. All right. Greenway, top 6 medium, 83 power forward. Zuccarello, 84 overall, top 6. Connor Dewar, playmaker. He could be a center as well. Lino, 82 overall. Kyle Rao, 76. Okay. Right wings, we don't have a lot. Basically nothing. A couple top 9s. But nothing great. Brandon Duhaime is kind of bottom 6 grinder. So he'd be fine for the 4th line. Here's our next guy of the future, left-handed D, Carl Lambos, elite medium. He's 18 years old. He's 68 overall. He's a two-way. I think this team has a lot of two-way defensemen. Spurgeon, two-way. Dumba, two-way. Brodeen, two-way. And then we got Addison, who's offensive. O'Rourke, two-way. Goligoski, two-way. Kulikov, two-way. Merle, defensive. Okay. Jamie Benn, or Jordy Benn, not Jamie. 76 defensive. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna make the team. Goalies. So we got Kakinen, Talbot, Hunter Jones. This is the new guy that they drafted this year. So he's an elite low, 71 overall. He's 18 years old. What was he drafted? He was drafted 20th. So I don't know. This guy's going to be interesting to see how fast he develops, because I've never seen an elite low goalie before. But he could be our guy for the future after Talbot and Kakinen, because he's already better than Hunter Jones and he's 3 years younger. So Wallstead is probably our future goaltender. Let's look at some lines. All right. So Kaprizov, first line with Eck and Zuccarello. It's a +3. That's pretty good. Do Hartman, Fiala, Greenway, Bukestad, Rask, Foligno. All right. So our weak areas are centers for sure. So Hartman, a second line center at 81, isn't great. What is he? Top 6 exact. So he's probably not going to develop much over an 81. Victor Rask, this is the last year of Victor Rask, so thank God. Bukestad 80, Goudreau 77. Could probably play center as well. So I'm gonna make the lines what they are in real life, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so let's do that. I think those are the lines in real life, but this isn't about real life. This is about the NHL world, so we're gonna go Fiala on the second line. I don't like These 4 I could do something else with. Duhaime is fine because he's a grinder and he's going to be on the 4th line, so that's fine. Let's look at our defense. Goligoski in real life is with Spurgeon, Dumba and Brodin. Kulikov is with John Merle. I'm going to look at our coaching staff, see what kind of coaches we have. Because that really affects the line combinations that you can do. So we have a forwards coach. Okay. Kaprizov and Fiala like. Spurgeon doesn't like him. Eck likes him. Dumba likes him. Zuccarello likes him. Greenway, not as much. Rask, not as much. So that's not a bad coach, I guess. What is his preferred? He's a carry shoot on the 1st line, and then a carry cycle on the 2nd line. So what is... It's Kaprizov. Okay, so he likes the 1st line. Okay, so this coach is perfect for Kaprizov on the 1st line. Eck is a 2-way, so it's probably not... It's not bad. We do have a +3, so that's good. Carry, shoot, carry, shoot. So that's good for the 1st line. What's Fiala? Carry, cycle, so that's good for him on the 2nd line. Okay, Hartman likes the 3rd and the 4th line better. What does Greenway like? Out of everything, he likes the 1st line a little bit more. So, I think I like this 1st line. It's got a +3, which is good. We need to get another playmaker center for sure. Is Rask a playmaker? 2-way. That would make the 2nd line have a plus. I don't know if I want to let this team kind of play or if I should make moves right away. Let's look at our contracts first. So, since the Suter and Parise buyouts, we're gonna... Buyout penalty for this year is almost $5 million. And then, okay, yeah. So next year is almost $13 million in buyout penalties. The year after that is almost 15. And then almost 15 again. And then it's back to being normal. So the Wild are going to have a tough 3 years right here on the cap wise. So we're going to need young guys to be in our lineup in these 3 years for sure. And let's see the extensions. So Greenway needs a contract. Rouse, Sturm, Bukestad, Rask. Probably I'm not going to re-sign, to be honest. And then where is Fiala? So Fiala might be tough to re-sign because he's probably going to be too expensive. So we might have to do something with Kevin Fiala this year. Anyone else? Goligoski is probably not going to be on this team next year. Merle, who knows? So we're going to need... So I think we should try to put a playoff team on the ice this year for one last year. And then next year we need young guys on our, at least like our third line. Okay, I have an idea. I am going to look for some fourth line guys. So we already have a grinder right wing for our fourth line. So let's try find a center grinder and a left wing grinder. Search, and then we'll sort by the face-off. There's a lot of things you need to look at. Overall age and the salary. So this guy's 78. He's 28 years old. And then I look at the face-off. He's got an 80, which is good. And then durability is an 88. And he's cheap. So let's pin to watch list for that guy. This guy's not bad. He's got 2 years, under $1 million. Andronov, 30 years old, 78. 77 face-off, 85 durability. Gardner, 75 face-off, 75 durability, 85. But he's only 25 years old and he's a top 9. I'm actually going to pin this guy too. Okay, so I actually might pin this guy as well because he can also play left wing. So then let's go back. And let's just sort by overall, see what pops up. So 81, but he's 2 mil. Can't afford. Corey Perry. Durability is only 72. Plus, personally, I don't like Corey Perry, so I'm not gonna fucking grab him. I want people under $1 million. So Clifford. 83 durability, not great for a run-around guy. Lemieux can play both wings. Durability 90. Okay, that's interesting. He's over $1 million though. Zach McEwen, face-off 70, or durability 85. That might be not such a bad one either. Okay, I'll pin him. All right, so I think that's enough, guys. We can pick from that. So let's go to watch list and then decide who we want. So let's get the center out of the way. So either Paquette. Face-off 80, durability 88. I like this guy for a center. So let's trade for him. Then let's give up or my centers that I didn't really like. Bugstead or Rask. They probably won't take Rask because he's too expensive. So let's do Bugstead. That should go through because Bugstead is better than him. So let's try get as best of a draft pick that we can get. Let's try a fourth. All right. I'm happy with that. Because Bugstead was a two-way, right? So that's not going to help us on the fourth line. So, does he like the fourth line? He actually likes the third line more. What does Duhaime like? Does he like the third line too? Okay, he's even. So Nico Sturm is a two-way. I don't know. Nico Sturm in real life is pretty grindy, but getting Victor Rask off this team would be great, but I don't know if anyone will take him. So let's go back to our watch list. I do like the younger players, so they can be on our team longer. I think Lemieux is going to be too expensive. Let's unpin him. So, is this guy right-handed? Oh, he is. All right, I like this guy. Let's try get him. He can play center and wing, so let's try trade for him. How much cap room do they have? Maybe if we hold some of Victor Rask's salary. So Rask. Oh, this guy's got a 2-year contract. So we try to get rid of this 2-year because he is only a 77 overall. So let's try to get rid of this guy. We might need to give him a draft pick, but that's fine. Actually, let's try it, see if they take it. Okay. Let's throw in. We just got a 5th, so let's see if they take our 6th. All right, let's go. So we got that 2-year off at over $1 million, so that's good on the salary cap as well. All right. Now we should have a plus on the 4th line if we have all grinders. So only a +1. Let's see if that on the 3rd line. +2 on the 2nd line. Duhaim's a left-handed right wing. Is this guy right-handed? Yeah. Alright, maybe we should trade for this guy as well since Duhaim is left-handed. Let's do it. Duhaim can be in the AHL. That's fine. Wait, how much cap room do they have? Not very much. This guy's got a 2-year contract as well. Kulikov. He's only got an 80 durability. And he's a 2-way. Kalen Addison is offensive. So if Kalen Addison is going to be on our team next year for sure, and he's an offensive defenseman, I think we might want a defensive defenseman and not a 2-way with him. So maybe we should try trade this guy, Kulikov. He's got a 2-year and his durability isn't great, so he might be hurt. So let's trade him. Vancouver would be over a league. Oh, fuck. Do we have to retain some salary? How much? It's not terrible, but you know what? I think in the long run it'll be worth it because he's over $2 million. So let's try to get a pick back though. So let's try get. I think they'll give us a 3rd. Let's try this 3rd first. Nope. Okay. Well, Winnipeg Jets 3rd. No. 4th? Probably want picks now. Just in case we hit on these. And they can accept. Our trade accepted. Just in case we get a diamond in the rough in the 4th round. And maybe that player could play on our team in the next 3 years. Still only a +1. So that might be a thing, that might be a reason to get a different coach. So I like that fourth line. Maybe with a different coach, we'll have a better positive on that. So Victor Rask and Nico Sturm are my two forwards that I am not too thrilled about. So we need Merle. Merle's defensive defenseman, so he might be fine with Addison, but Addison's not going to be on this team this year. So we need a right-handed defenseman, and then maybe a third line or second line center, and then a third line right wing. Felino's already a power forward. Does he like third line? He likes second line. Greenway, what's he like? First line. Okay. Let's put the snipers on their off wing, actually. So Zuccarello, 84, top 6 playmaker. He's got 3 years left. If we put Greenway on the first line, he could turn into a really good power forward if he gets points with Kaprizov. Fiala on the second line. So if we got rid of Zuccarello, that would take $6 million off the salary, and then maybe we could afford Fiala for the long run. So in an ideal world, we would get one better center. Eck is a two-way, but he's got 8 years at $5 million. If I would do what I really want to do is I would get 3 power forwards for the first 3 lines, 3 playmaking centers for the first 3 lines, and then 3 snipers for the first 3 lines, and then have a all grinder fourth line. Should I get rid of Zuccarello and Eck? I like these players in real life, but that doesn't really matter in this game. So let's look at some players. Medium elite, 75 overall, playmaker, good face-offs, pretty good durability. 19 years old, 75 overall, and his trade value is that low. 3 years left on his rookie contract. I'm pinning him. He's interesting. He's already got damn near a $6 million contract as a 21-year-old. Should we pin this guy too? His trade value is not that bad. Maybe we could afford him. Sam Steele, 77, durability 90. Wow, okay. Top 6 medium playmaker. Okay, I'm pinning him. Alright, let's look at our pinned for our centers. So we got an elite medium, an elite low, and a top 6 medium. We have Rossi, who's a top 6 medium. Should we... God, this is tough to think about. It's like I want to trade people, but I don't want to trade people. But it's like I want to be good, and I want to have good line combinations. So should we trade Eriksson Ek and Zuccarello for 2 centers that are playmakers. And a third line of Hartman, Rask, and maybe find someone better than Stern. So medium elite Perfetti would be, he would be a number 1 center for the future. Perfetti, Steele. Okay, I know I want Perfetti. He seems like a steal to me for some reason. The way his trade value isn't very high as a medium elite. So what would we need to get rid of in order to get him? We can't give Winnipeg a bunch of salary, so we'd have to probably trade a first round pick. First round. Maybe third round. How about you give us a 5th and another 5th? That seems maybe not 2 of those, but seems like it'd be close. Thinking, is this a bad idea? I think this guy's a steal. I'm gonna let it rip. Wow, they took it. Holy shit. All right, big moves here in the first episode. All right, so should we go after Sam Steele and this guy as well? We could go after Sam Steele because he's not, his salary isn't very that big, so I guess we could go after both. Because we could trade Zuccarello for this guy, and he'd probably be a good second liner for us. And then I could trade Eriksson Ek for Sam Steele. And then that way we could go first line this guy, second line on, would we play him on the third line? Or would you put him in the AHL? I don't know. So Steele for Ek. Kotkaniemi. Jesper Kotkaniemi. Elite low. Face off 75. Durability 85. You know what? Let's do it. So we're going him for Zuccarello. And then we're probably going to have to give up a little bit more. Take a 4th with him. All right, here's a pretty big trade. Let's see if it goes through. And it does. All right, no going back now. Okay, so he's perfect for the second line. Is Kevin Fiala perfect for the second line too? Basically. So that's a good second line right there. With a different coach, they might get better, actually. I actually don't mind that. I don't know if we need Sam Steele. We could have a two-way third line. Nico Sturm is not quite good enough to be on the third line, though. You know what? I'm not going to get Sam Steele. I'm going to leave Eck for now. Okay, let's go back to lines. This is going to be a long first episode. I'm doing a lot of shit. Fiala. Kaprizov. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, look at that third line. Maybe another power forward. And maybe another sniper. Josh Anderson, Marcus Foligno, Dustin Brown, Nick Ritchie, Pulley Harvey, Wayne Simmons. Wayne Simmons is pretty cheap. Charlie Coyle, can't afford him. Wayne Simmons. He's 2-year contract. 81 overall. His durability is still really good. Okay, we'll pin him. Need someone cheap. Bobby Ryan. He hasn't signed anybody. We maybe could pick up Bobby Ryan. Okay, so let's try pick up Bobby Ryan maybe. He's 34. Bobby Ryan, 1 million. We can afford that. Should we try maybe? Let's do an even 1 mil. It's the lowest we can go. Let's do 950 at 1 year. Yeah. Cause he's 34, but he still has a top 6. Okay. We're not gonna get him. See, if we wanted to get him to win, no, we're gonna go 1 year. 1 year for Bobby Ryan. Should we try to get Wayne Simmons? Just an old fucking third line. Mason Shaw, maybe. Because we got Rossi, who's 3 years younger than him, and he's only 1 overall better. Okay, 5th. Alright, 6th. Okay, that's gonna go through, so maybe let's add another 6th. Alright, that's gonna go through. I love how when that happens you can add more shit until it doesn't work. Let's do another 6th. So they're gonna give us 2. Okay. Sounds good to me. Alright. Wayne motherfucking Simmons is on the Wild. Let's go, baby. Okay, so he's gonna be there. I wonder if he makes any of these. +3 on the first line. Okay. Hartman and Rask. Should we try give up Rask? Let's do best lines for now. Who's got a lot of cap space? Anyone else? Coyotes, maybe? Alex Galchenyuk? He's a playmaker. He was on our team for a little bit, but would he be all right for the third line? His trade value's not. He's on the trading block. Should we do Alex Galchenyuk for? I think they'll take Victor Rask if I throw in something. I throw in a pick. Let's try. We'll just start. We'll lowball them first and see what they take. Oh! All right. Let's see if they take a 7th. All right, we gotta take that. Oh my god. Oh my god. We just fleeced the fucking Arizona Coyotes. Okay. Galchenyuk. Galchenyuk is getting a second chance with the Minnesota Wild. Okay, then we're gonna do Greenway with Fiala. And Simmons on the right side. So Galchenyuk could be a bench player because Hartman is better than him, but let's try sign Bobby Ryan first. See what happens. All right, so that just freed up $4 million, basically, well, $3 million maybe, in cap space. All right. Okay. Oh, the roster's full. Oh shit! I have too many people. Okay. We're gonna need to get rid of somebody. Pitlick. He's a two-way. He's a two-way center, and his face-offs aren't very good. Can we? Let's trade him for nothing. You know what we'll do? We'll get back that 7th round we just gave. Let's get. There it is. All right. Sounds good to me, man. And let's go back to Bobby Ryan. So we have 8.5 in cap space now. That's good. So, all right, 1 year, $1 million. We don't have to cheap out anymore, so. Okay. We're still at 50 out of 50 contracts, so we might need to get rid of somebody. 49 out of 50 contracts, now it says. Okay, so maybe we don't have to get rid of somebody. Hold on. Before we do that, let's look at our defense. I don't even want Jordy Ben as my 7th D, so we need 2 more defensemen. Gustafson on free agents, right? All right, Gustafson, offensive defenseman, can play left or right, so that's good. He can play with Merle. Yep. Let's do 1 year. 225. Okay, so let him, and then let's sort by durability for our 7th D, Coburn. Okay, he's durable. He's a defensive defenseman. Man, that's not good. So, I guess we'll do him. 89, Honka. Two-way. Okay, let's do him as well. Okay, we're gonna have to get rid of some people though. So we're gonna need to get rid of 2 more players. No, 3 more since Bobby Ryan as well. Okay, so who is just this guy, Ben. Who's the oldest player that just is not great? Jordy Ben. Okay. Send. We'll send him to Dallas with his brother, even though he's probably not going to be on the NHL team. We just want a 7th. That's all we want. Shit, they have too many players. Oilers. Fuck it. Okay, we want a 7th. Alright, sounds good to me. I don't give a shit about it. Best lines. Okay. So there's 1. Yep. Florida can have this guy. 7th. Ooh, rejected. Okay, someone's gonna be able to take him. Ooh, no one wants him. Alright, so let's give him a 7th back, too. So we're just giving him up, basically. Alright, 1 more player. Camarosa. So let's sim some days, see if these people sign with us. These are on the preseason games, so they don't matter. Come on. Alright. Alright, we got all of them. Okay, that's great. Let's go. Okay, now let's do some roster moves. So, centers. Ek, Kotkaniemi, Hartman, Goligoski, Kara, and Paquette. Kaprizov, Fiala, Greenway, Foligno. Wayne Simmons, McEwen, Dahim, Bobby Ryan. Okay, there we go. And we got Spurgeon, Dumba, Brodin, Goligoski, Merle. And then this guy. These 2 guys. Alright, so I think that's good. Now we got to edit all these lines. Okay, so Kaprizov is like that. in. Let's see what this line gets, if they get anything. Damn, they don't get any pluses. So, him. Wait, where's Paquette? Is he on defense? Okay. I was like, what the fuck? Now that just take him off offense. Oh shit. Okay, how do I scratch? Yes. Okay, now let's put in Gustafson. Now, Paquette. There we go. All right, so there we go. So that makes it worse. Foligno on the first line gets a +3. Ooh. So that is okay, that would be the lines if we were just going strictly off of plus minus. Or like positive chemistries, but that's not how we're gonna do it. We're gonna go Simmons third line, Foligno second line with Greenway on the first line, and then Eck, Kataniemi on second line, Hartman third line. Kaprizov first line, Fiala second line, Bobby Ryan third line. And should I have Jonas Brodin first line, first pair? Over Goligoski. Real life Goligoski's with Spurgeon and Brodin is on the second pair. But I think I'm going to do Brodin first pair because Goligoski isn't really have a future on this team. So I don't need to play him as much. I'd rather play Brodin. I'd rather give Brodin minutes because he's going to be here for a while. So that's how our defense is going to look. And then scratch players. Should we put him in the AHL? Probably. Okay, this video is getting super long. What was I going to do again? Oh yeah. Roster moves. So, let's put Duhaime in the AHL, and then let's bring up Sturm. Borau. Actually, let's have Sturm and Duhaime up for our bench players. Three, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7. Okay. Oh, wait. So we have... Okay, we have Sturm and Galchenyuk on our bench. Okay. That's fine with me. And then goalies, Talbot, and Kapanen. All right, I better save this. All right, so that is going to be our roster. I'll do all the lines. You don't have to watch me do all the lines. And then next video, I'll show you what our lines are. So, a lot of changes in this first episode, but I think it's for the better, at least in this game, because you need those line combinations. So that is your Minnesota Wild for this year. Next video, we'll get some simming done and maybe get to the trade deadline. And then we'll see where this team is at. All right. A lot of moves. This team is all about winning. It's all about winning. Peace.
Perfect.